And welcome back to Bava Park here in Port Moresby for the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Round 4 Premier Grade fixture, the second and final one for this afternoon between the SWG TSI Valley Hunters and the KRAMER APAC brothers, and it's a grand final rematch. Both sides putting out a great performance in that decider last year, and now they meet for the first time in season 2025. And the Valley Hunters lineup, well, they don't have their lineup, but the brothers team: Tony Sipa, Hayden Nalu, Anthony Angai, Nelson Toa, Joshua Gabriel, Emmanuel Laitumahina, Batia No, Gustav Icy, Arthur Clement, Benoni Goare, Samson Toho, JB's Pungas, Kennedy Benjamin, Elipas Tateng, and the fullback will be announced.
Will be a Junius Sabata.
Both sides very competitive. They've got a rivalry. Last year, I think they shared a win over each other, but it was Valley Hunters who won it when they needed it the most in the decider. And that's Jedediah Katala, captain on the right for Valley Hunters, leading his side out. While on the left, it's the Men in Black brothers being led out by
Jabez Pangas,
who's in the 12 jersey.
The 12, yeah, at inside center.
And Jabez is a new face in the brothers team this season.
Yeah, he was also playing in the A grade last year, also a sevens rep. But yeah, this game will be the grand final rematch of last year.
Valley Hunters have made quite an impact in terms of their popularity in this competition, and just capped off last year with that wonderful grand final triumph at the Santos National Football Stadium. But they've actually earned a reputation as being a really well-run, well-managed club that has actually attracted quite a bit of interest from the other players over the off-season. So they've got some new faces in there, Benji.
Yeah, and of course, as on screen you can see there one of the senior players, Jordan Saladi for Valley Hunters. Valley Hunters will be kicking off, and they will be running right to left, and they are in the red and black kit.
Sawi Sukumbal with the ball, playing fullback sometimes, and sometimes first receiver as well. He will get things started here at Bava Park. Premier Grade fixture, the second one for this afternoon, taken by the man in the 13 jersey, four brothers.
That's Kennedy.
Kennedy Benjamin.
Goare.
Yeah, he's put it high, taken nicely there. So both these sides are going to put on some pretty good standard of rugby, owing to their training and the fact that they're probably two of the better sides in this competition in terms of their preparation and the quality of players they have at their disposal. And it's Valley Hunters with the ball at this point. Sukumbal gets it out to Tilto. It goes behind him. It actually went forward, so the pass probably wasn't a good one. He actually had to reach up, and it went, I think, behind him.
Yeah, the ball was slightly behind him, and he had to reach back to get it. And you know, as big forwards, it's a bit of ask to do that. So, yeah, knock on there from the front row of the hooker,
Tilto. Now this scrum is going to be interesting because Valley Hunters scrum has improved markedly, and they're actually showing it there. But they will get penalized, and it's for popping up. But they had them actually on the back foot, brothers. Tilto asking the question there with Saletti, but that's probably more of a time-wasting tactic more than anything. Brothers now, they get first opportunity inside. Valley Hunters half. Will this one go out? Well, it's been kept infield. Both players tried to have a shot at it. In the end, one of them is taking it. Now we've got a mistake from the fullback.
Yes, Sabata just knocked the ball on, and his younger brother on the other side, Ishmael Sabata.
And this one's gone behind Saletti. We've seen that twice now.
That's Eddie Carl, I believe.
Yeah, Eddie Carl. I saw him at Manu today, crossing the road. So he's ready for this game. Kicking behind the line. Sukumbal, he's going to be doing that all game.
Looking for space and finding it.
And the ball actually tears down the one of the sponsors' banner there. So the first exchange of blows, testing each other out.
Yeah, both teams just trying to have a feel of each other's strengths and weaknesses.
I really like Sukumbal at first receiver. You know, we saw him mostly at fullback last year.
He's quite a crafty player as well.
Yeah, and he's got pace as well. And he's deputizing for Jonah Tokyong, who hasn't been named in the team for this match. I think he's has some work commitments. But once he gets back in the side, they will be just all the more formidable. But now it's up to Sukumbal to direct things, the general. We have the second scrum just about to pack down now. So Brothers got popped up and pushed back, but they still managed to get a penalty to go their way, the last scrum. Let's see if the Valley Hunters have learned anything. They'll just make a slight adjustment, but boy, that shove they put on looked pretty good in that first scrum. And Taurega, Arthur Clement for Brothers. Very experienced player at halfback, Fidget. And it's again the same effect. Brothers getting minced in the scrum. And it's a knock on. Gee, Benji, normally those type of efforts should earn a penalty.
Yeah, it is a penalty. Actually, the number 9 for Arthur Clement actually was able to get the ball out, but he knocked it on while doing so. So, yes, as you can see, that warranted a penalty. Correction, a knock on, so it'll be a scrum.
The referee had two options here. Penalize the team getting smashed in the scrum, or let him off the hook by just calling the knock on. Have I said that right? Okay, we're going to see what Wanderers, beg your pardon. Valley Hunters, Wanderers from the last game. What am I on about? So Valley Hunters looking very, very sharp. This is Taurega off the back. His scrum is holding nicely. He got a bit of a check there. Sukumbal with a kick, gets deflected, it gets kicked ahead. Wrong-footed the fullback a little bit for Brothers, and he's reeled in. Katalin there with that attempt, the captain for Valley Hunters in the 12 jersey. Just standing out there, trying to get his players back in line. They're short on the left side defensively, but I think Brothers are going to go for the safe option here. Toa. That's not a safe option. They're trying to hit it. There's no one setting up for the kick. Now it comes.
Clement hooks it high.
Taken nicely by the man in the 14. He throws it back infield.
That's Sabata, Ishmael Sabata.
Great effort from Sabata. And now it's with Batia No in the 7 jersey.
No, that's actually, I think that's a Bruno Raga.
Oh, sorry, Bruno Raga. I'm looking at the wrong team list. Holy moly. All right, Tilto. That's a great run from Tilto, the hooker for Valley Hunters. Picked up by the man in the 1 jersey.
That's Kara.
Kara. That's a pretty good front row they've got there. And we've got Taurega getting taken out by the defense. You cannot touch the halfback at the ruck situation. He is the only guy you don't touch. If he's not actually part of the play. You can only get him when he gets the ball. When he gets the ball. Most players can't do that. And we see the tactics here from Valley Hunters. They're going to take points on offer wherever and whenever they can. Sukumbal with this attempt. Little man in the 12 jersey, the T-boy, bringing out the T. Sukumbal should get this, a player of his ability.
Yeah, it'll be crucial to get first points as well. It's also something, some sort of like it'll also be a psychological boost as well, to have points and to be ahead. It'll be striking. Oh yeah, and just a refresher. Sawi Sukumbal also was the person that slotted the penalty goal, which saw them beat the Harlequins, and that took them to the final, which they eventually won as well. So yeah, he's pretty reliable from that kicking tee.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility on Sawi Sukumbal's shoulders. You'll normally find him with the 15 on his back and supporting whoever's playing 10. But right now he's got the 10 on his back. So he feels that responsibility, and I think he's taking it with both hands. And that first conversion will...
With both hands and feet.
And feet, well, the kicking feet anyway. Now we've got a little issue here with offside. And Valley Hunters just making a mess of that catch from the kickoff. So we have a knock-on compounded by a player in offside position taking it, and they got the long arm. Now we'll see if Brothers have a similar type of attitude. Yes, they do.
Yep, they go for points that look to go even. Tit for tat.
Yeah, what you can do, we can as well. Well, maybe I'm shooting the gun there a little bit.
Benoni Goa with this conversion. Goare. Benoni Goare.
We were calling him Goa last year.
Yeah.
He's added an R and a E at the end, so is it the same guy?
Same guy.
Not too many Benonis running around these days, so.
Yeah, so the conversion.
One and the same.
Conversion around 30 meters.
On the angle.
And the angle.
We'll see if he can equal it. Comes in. Strike is not good.
Strike is to the left. So it'll be a 22-meter line dropout because the ball's gone into touch.
And it's
a smart play from
Sami Sukumbal kicks it back infield. Everybody just slow motion watched him. And now Brothers going to come back on their counter.
Sabata,
he's also a good runner.
He's no.
And it's the new man coming up from the low grades, making his debut this year, playing a few games so far for Brothers. And Benji, you said that Brothers are in sort of a rebuild. They've got about five or six players from the A grade playing in his squad in this game. Tony Sipa's back though, Emil Latu Mahina as well for Brothers. They got a few experienced hands. Malcolm Tanales coming off the bench. And this man in the 9 jersey, Arthur Clement, very, very experienced customer. Nice big right boot there, finds touch 10 meters into Hunters territory as we see slightly darkening conditions here at Bava Park.
Yes, the sun finally easing up.
Yeah, cooking all day, and it's decided to just turn the temperature low a bit. Now we see Brothers' effort there from the line out, very messy, very messy.
Yeah, very messy at the line out for Brothers there.
Well, the Valley Hunters have that 3-point lead, and they're going to take good care of it and add to it whenever they can. Brothers are in a similar frame of mind, which is a little, maybe they would have taken that option last year, or they would have probably tried to go for the 5-pointer. Just shows you how much respect each side has for each other, and they're not willing to take any chances. If the points are there on offer, take them. Sukumbal, kick across field. That's for the winger. He's chasing. He's going to get close to it. He's going to get it, and he's going to get nailed.
Those two brothers come into contact. Ishmael on Junius. Sabata.
Are you serious? They're brothers.
Yeah, the brothers.
It didn't look like they were brothers. See the little shove in the back?
Yeah, no, I'd want to name my brother too if he was on the opposing team as well.
Right.
But yeah.
But still, a very good tactical play there from Sukumbal. So he's got a very good boot. I would have to say it's probably so far just as good as Tokyong. So they haven't lost much in that regard. Yeah. The throw-in comes. Brothers make a mess of it.
It's been knocked back, but Gustav Icy just putting it down. He did well enough to read the ball was being knocked back, but again, he was just not able to just rake it in and get that ball back. So it'll be a scrum feed now to the SWG TSI Valley Hunters.
Now you look at that Valley Hunters front row. You got Tilto at hooker, and you got the front rowers Saladi and Kara providing a great platform. Taraga with the feed. Comes through nicely, but he still has to pick it out. Now he gets the pass away. Doesn't go straight to Sukumbal. It goes to Katal, who throws it to the man in the 13.
That's Lasiel.
Lasiel. Now this is the thing I was talking about. That tap was actually taken in front of the referee, but
here's Kennedy now.
Seems to be okay with it. Benji, this is the thing I was talking about. You have the momentum, you're going forward, and then you get penalized for some reason. Anyway, Valley Hunters have it now. Some nice stepping there. Gets past the first two defenders. Keeps going. Gets collected a little high.
Referee's fine with it.
Referee's fine with it, or he didn't see it. One of those two. And now it's a big mess, a big fight, a dog fight in there. But it comes out on the brother's side. And now they're going to take a while to get rid of it. Katal reckons it was out already, but the referee says no. Now Katal is disputing. The captain, Saladi, comes in. This is a conference. All red jerseys around the green man in the green jersey. Now Katal is being explained what's gone wrong, why he's being penalized. And normally you'd hear the referee say it's out, and that's a free-for-all. If you consider it out yourself, then you're playing, a 50-50 game, and he lost on that occasion.
Well, at this break, I'd like to send a shout-out, also a big shout-out to Jeremiah Ahai and Stephen Topala commenting on our live stream. Also, for those of you joining our live stream, good afternoon to you. Also, thank you to our sponsors, Money Plus Pepsi and New Power, and also all the supporting sponsors as well.
Well, this kick, the second time now, they're going to have a second shot at a second bite at the apple, I believe. Is that the phrase? Yeah. So he's missed the first attempt.
No, so the first attempt, conversion attempt, was from Benoni Guare. This one is being lined up by the fullbacks, Junior Sabata.
Okay.
So, yes, he's taking over the kicking duties from Benoni.
Yeah, rough, more or less around the same area, about
slightly to the middle.
Yeah, 3 square meter area that they're kicking from. He strikes it nicely enough, but that's also a miss.
Yeah,
so, none from 2. For Brothers, that scoreline still 3-0.
Sabata, Junior Sabata.
They tried 2 different kickers, both unsuccessful. And Sukumbal now, no trick shots for him. They're already wise to what he's going to do. So he's going to
see a whole heap lining up to where the short kickoff was the previous play.
Yeah, I like that from. I like inventive play, creative play from your main playmaker.
They go high and go long.
Oh, that one's he's taking it, but he's propelled it forward and he's also taking a tumble. Now, Valley Hunters, Saladi wants it. He's going to get it. He had to step back a little bit. That's probably checked his momentum.
2 big boys come into contact.
Yeah, Sipa got him. He's gone down. Pass is good to Sukumbal. He's weighing his options up and he kicks downfield. These are the tactics that worked so well for Valley Hunters last year. Kept putting teams on the back foot with that nice long raking kick. And then the chase is pretty good as well. Valley Hunters putting on the pressure now. That defensive line of theirs needs to realign quickly. There's a few big men just jogging back now. That kick is gone straight up. It's going to be taken inside Brothers half. Sukumbal gets a pass away. Saledi just throws it out. Tilto throws it even further. They go back into their own field. Now it's Sabata. Can he throw a dummy? He goes himself. Does he have the pace?
He has no look to give.
He's going to go and do it. And he gives them a good look before he scores. I'm not sure who that guy was coming across, but I'm sure it's all in jest. That's his brother?
That's his brother.
It's a family affair for this try. The one is a scorer, the other one's coming across as a defender. So, Valley Hunters getting another try against Brothers.
Yeah, but great individual work from Ishmael Sabata there. As you saw him put on a move, a quick 1-2 step. And just get past his players. You've seen the Connect replay here. There's Sabata just getting through his players, finally stepping past Nolu. A bit of showboating to his older brother there, pointing him.
Yeah, that one was probably for the shove he got when he got bundled into touch. So
yeah,
he's got one back. Something to talk about at the dinner table tonight, I'm sure. Sawi Sukumbal kicked a really nice penalty a few minutes earlier. And now he's going to add to that with a conversion attempt in roughly the same position. All he needs to do is just repeat what he did previously. Got the hands clasped, focusing on the kick. Strikes it, but this one's sprayed to the right.
Yeah, past the face, conversion unsuccessful. The score remains SWG TSI Valley Hunters 8. Leading the KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers yet to score. It is the first half, 17 minutes down. We still have the second half of the first half to go. The second 20.
Yeah, I like the look of the second rows as well. The tight five for Valley Hunters have been pretty good. Their front row I mentioned earlier, and Eddie Carl and Richie Kepo in the lock for Valley Hunters have also been doing a great job, especially in the tight. The set piece has been very good. And that restart is another high quality one, and Eddie Carl is it? Picks it off. No, it's not Eddie Carl. It's the man in the 6th jersey. That's Kageni.
Shane Kageni.
And now this is Tilto trying to make some yards. I think they pay him by the meter, so he's trying to make every meter count. Now Tarega throws it to Katal. Katal wasn't really expecting it. He shifts it back to Sukumbal. That long raking punt working well for him today. A couple of bounces before it's finally picked up by Sabata. And he gets taken down by the man in the 7 for Valley Hunters.
It's Bruno Raga.
Raga ragdolls him around a little bit and gets the penalty. So Valley Hunters with the momentum so far. Benji, are we looking at a 3-point attempt there right in front, 30-odd out?
We have a play on the ground. I think that's Nolu, hooker for Brothers. It's a knock-on. It'll be a scrum to Valley Hunters.
Still everything going Valley Hunters' way at the moment. Tarek at halfback's been pretty good as well, sharp, and he's been alert to opportunities either side. He's getting good direction from Captain Katal and Sawi Sukumbal, both directing him from that scrum area. Now he's going to give it to Sukumbal on the right. Sukumbal kicking behind the line. They're going to make use of that kicking game of his. Very good. It goes over.
But still a great result. Still a great result for Valley Hunters, as they will be deep inside Brothers territory. And one mistake at this lineout could give the ball back to his team. So yeah, great strategic kick for by Sukumbal there.
Valley Hunters probably running a few plays through their head. Will they spoil it this lineup? They should, because they're so deep they can afford to. They need to get their timing right. And Eddie Carl has actually stolen it, and he's driving for the line now.
He's been driven out.
Yeah, he's been driven out. Still, that's the kind of pressure, that's what pressure can do. But Brothers reacted well after the initial error, and they just pushed Carl out, wrapped him up and pushed him out. But I think Hunters coach, Valley Hunters coach, Frank Genia, is going to be pretty happy with how things are going at the moment for his side. Territorially, they're in the right place. Eddie Carl gets another one. The same throw, the same jumper, and he's picked it off.
But this time they have the ball.
And they go out wide. Sukumbal has it. They're going to the man right on the edge. Sabata's the man they're going to target. Oh, that pass, it's not knocked on, but Sabata has it. He's going to come back infield. Pops one back. A smart play there. They give it to the 13. Can he cut back in? Yes, he can. Get a name on that 13. It's not unlucky. It's actually try time. Ben
Lassiel goes in to score the second try for Valley Hunters.
A combination of calm play, putting it out wide, and then a little bit of ingenuity from the guys who had it on the edge. They were asked to adjust, and that's what they did. Connect replay will show it. That pop passed back in, but it was the adjustment from Lassiel. He knew he wasn't going to score it if he kept running a straight line, and he just stepped back in. Not even a step, more of a jink off the right foot, and he managed to just go over. And he's got another try for Valley Hunters, who are now starting to pour it on. They've increased that margin to 13 points to 0 with the kick to come. Sukumbal.
We have Sabata that's down right now. He hasn't moved since that last passage of play. He looks injured. I think it could be a knee.
Yeah, he fell awkwardly up, but he did put a great pop pass back on the inside. And he's got up and he's walked back, so it's probably not as serious as we initially thought. Benji, what do you make of that?
Probably just trying to...
got winded maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, good news is he's up and he's running, and he's going to cause more havoc for Valley Hunters, which he has done already, setting up tries, scoring tries himself. What can't this guy do? I'll tell you what Sukumbal can do. He can try and get this one without spraying it to the right like he did the last time. This is a sharper angle for him. He's got it about a meter and a half infield from the sideline, but he's got it back only 18 or no less than 18. Probably around 15 meters out. So that's a really sharp angle. Comes in, he's got someone on him, strikes it nicely, but it's going to go across the face.
Conversion unsuccessful. Scores remain. Valley Hunters 13 leading the Brothers, yet to score in this first half of this Premier Grade match, round 4 in the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union competition.
Yep. Benji, you did say correctly heading into this match that Brothers are actually in some kind of a rebuilding phase. Got about 5 or 6 A-graders in this lineup. And they've got a few experienced heads, but not in the key positions. There's no Jonah Kautu and a few other men who've left the club in the off-season. And they've still got some good quality and experience in their Brothers side, but it's just not sticking for them at the moment as the
Valley Hunters man out wide.
Throws it out wide. And that man looks like a forward, but he's running like a back.
I think that's, is that Richie Kepo? No, I think that's Raga.
Well, Raga is actually, Raga's pretty good. We're finding him on all sides of the field. And just ran out of space in that.
That was actually Bruno Tuaki.
I thought he looked familiar. Looked big, chunky, Bruno. He's normally a forward, right?
Yeah.
Second row?
He also plays, no, he's usually
he can play center on occasion.
Yeah, he's usually number 8. Last year he played for Brothers. This year he's switched to the Valley Hunters.
Brothers kept that one off the top, middle of the line out. And now it's their time to see what they have.
Short
and it's
ball.
not much. It's not much. Valley Hunters now on the counter. The pass going through the hands now.
Here's Laciel.
Yeah, Laciel takes the contact. He needs support.
Taking on Benoni.
Referee does a good job of directing the players. Coming through the gate. Little back pass there. Little trick play on Tilto. I wonder how many times Tilto and Taurega practiced that at training. They're going to have to do some more practicing. Because yeah, I think Cody Nikorima did that flick pass for the Dolphins 3 weeks or 2 weeks back. Worked for him then. But Taurega just didn't quite nail it. And Tilto was really keen to see what he could do on that short side. Anyway, end result.
Nalu with the throw in now. Nalu.
Smallish for a hooker.
Again, overthrown past his jumper.
Yeah,
Brothers have the ball. That was great work from Nelson Doa at the breakdown. Quick tap and go.
Brothers, what can they do? Well, they're trying to play a bit of territory. Let the ball do the work. Kicks it downfield. It's going to go in touch inside the 24. Brothers, that's a start. That's not to get discouraged. That is a start. That's a good place in the field to start your attack from. And now if they could just repeat that great line-out win from the last one, then we could see Brothers start cooking, see what they can come up with. They've got a few guys in the back line who can cause havoc. Obviously, Arthur Clement at 9 is a starting point for them. Very experienced player. And then Goare. And JB Pungus, I'm told, is pretty good in the midfield as well. But everyone has to roll. Everyone has to pick up. And Sabata is the man in the 15 trying to match what his brothers do on the other side. Otherwise, the younger brother is going to be the hero for the day, for his team at least.
Yeah, he's been playing really well, especially towards the back end of last season. He was a great on the wing for Valley Hunters.
Taurega. Nice clean, well, went behind Sukumbau. Another clearance is coming in. And that's nice, close to halfway. It'll be about 2 or 3 meters short of halfway.
Just a 15 from Valley Hunters at Soki.
And Soki is, I believe, one of the new faces as well. Didn't see him playing for Valley Hunters top grade last year, so he's one of the new men they've brought up. And that was a pretty good clearance from him. He's got some skill, this young man. Brothers just not quite able to build momentum like they usually do. We're used to Brothers just building phase after phase and breaking down defenses and just getting teams on the back foot and in disarray. We haven't seen any of that in this match so far. Brothers are actually competing on equal terms with Valley Hunters, or is it the other way around? Valley Hunters have got their number and are proceeding to play them or outplay them.
Yes, especially at set piece.
Inside ball there, finds Laciel. He
Laciel.
runs around two defenders before he's finally caught and put down. And that's another man we're not seeing, Tisa Kautu. And we see the break here, kick in behind. It's not that great. It's knocked on both ways. I think the first knock on would have to be by Brothers, but it's not being called that way.
Actually, it's not Tisa Kautu. That's Jabez in the 12.
Yeah, no, I was saying Tisa Kautu is missing from this Brothers team. He's another experienced hand that they could really use out there right now. They really look in disarray. They're not at their pressure-inducing best. Right now, they're just looking for some kind of spark, and they haven't found it yet. They're not able to roll through their sets, or at least their phases like they normally do. Tony Sipa, I haven't seen him at all, and he's playing. He's a big name. I haven't mentioned his name once. I've only mentioned him now because he's done nothing. I'm sorry. Benji, I know how much you like him.
Yeah, Brothers have been on the back foot for the most part of this match, and also they've been really struggling at scrum and line-out with their line-out.
Oh, you called it, Benji. That scrum, they just got minced again. We've seen that 3 times already. Brothers
really can't answer what the Valley Hunters have been doing to them at scrum time. Their scrummaging has been top tier here this afternoon.
I have to ask the question: Is this the same Brothers that made a grand final last year and were reasonably dominant? Coming off multiple title wins, the club looks like it's truly in some kind of retrograde. They're going to have to pick it up in this match if they want to at least get on the board, because it's looking a little bit embarrassing. We've got about
still the first half, so
yeah,
they still have a lot
half.
of time still to go. Just if the conversion is successful, it'll be 16-0. But from this angle, probably it's best for his team to also take a breather as well. And if anything, it'll be a 22-meter scrum. The conversion looks good. It's successful.
Benji, I'm gonna chef's kiss that one. Mwah, beautiful.
Yeah, Valley
That's
Hunters.
exactly what the doctor ordered.
Valley Hunters extend their lead, 16 over Brothers, yet to score.
That's a really good strike by a player who's adjusted after the last attempt went wide off the mark. And that's just the type of player Sukumbal is, quality. Not just off the tee, but in general play as well. And he's a running threat, but he hasn't even tried that yet. So that's something he's keeping in the back pocket for later in the match, perhaps.
Ata Clement hangs it high. Kageni loses it. Doa now has the ball. Ball's been ripped out, but the referee was playing advantage for the first knock-on.
Yeah, that's really inexcusable. You should be able to take those ones. This is Premier grade level.
Yeah, that ball just went through the bread basket there.
Yeah, no pressure
Shane
on the catcher.
The number 6 for Valley Hunters.
Yeah, I'm sure the next time they get a restart, he'll be fully focused on getting that ball. Him or whoever else. But they won't be too nonplussed about this because their scrum has been doing a great job on Brothers. Normally reliable pack is getting just creamed at the moment.
The feed. Gives it to Clement. Kennedy now.
They're trying to start something. Kennedy.
He's been hooked high.
Played for University last year, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's one of their new players who's come across. Very experienced player as well. Now, Tony Sipa with one of his famous charges. I think it's the first of the match. We waited about 20 minutes for that, or a while at least. I guess he picks and chooses his moments. Now, Brothers starting to get those phases together, but this passing
finding no one.
Oh, Sabata trying to pick it up and rebuild.
Referee playing advantage.
Yeah, it's just not working for them right now. Even when they're not under pressure, they're putting themselves under pressure, Brothers. So they'll still insist on that 3. And Benji, I think at this point it's psychological for them. They just want to get on the board. So they've had 2 bites at the cherry already, missed them both. This is their 3rd attempt, and they've got a 3rd kicker. What does it tell you?
That's the number 9, Arthur Clement. He'll try to convert this just outside the 22, around 28 meters out from the try line. Almost right in front of the sticks. The conversion again, back to that left side.
Benji, I think they've been training with the University Piggies kickers because they're all kicking the same. I mean, now we're going to go down to Jamie for a quick update.
$16 points to nil, the Valley Hunters in front with less than 10 minutes to go. Sawi Sukumbal has been really outstanding in the halfbacks, as well as one of their backline, Ishmael Sabata. Battle of the brothers, the older brother playing in the brother's side, but the game is in favor of the Valley Hunters in this last few minutes before halftime.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie, for that update for the our listeners. Our viewers. And yeah, it really is, like Jamie said, Valley Hunters at the moment, but they've invited brothers back in with a offside penalty from a restart. It was a nice kick, though, from Sukumbal, but brothers have it now.
It was a nice kick, but his runners were in front, so that's what the penalty was.
That is a really basic error. You
Yes.
just cannot afford to do that. Toa with the ball.
Toa.
He finds some open spaces. Very experienced player, Toa.
Runs
Second
to
rower.
Tuaki.
Didn't know he had a step. Tuaki, former teammate.
Referee will blow advantage. Tuaki not releasing, and he's going to be belted into touch. Ball's loose, but the referee was playing advantage for offside.
Yeah, they were all inside the 10, every one of them. No one retreated full 10, and they couldn't anyway. The tap was taken so quickly.
Yeah, it'll be ideal for the brothers to score next. They're looking for a quick tap and go now. They tap it, give it to Tony. He runs hard and runs low. He's being dragged back. Still in the field of play.
And Sipa, the thing with using Tony Sipa is that if he doesn't break the line and score a try, he's going to at least attract 5 or 6 defenders. Bit of a high shot there. Arm comes out.
Gustav.
And now, brothers, they've got him shot a little bit, but they just can't keep it in hand.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, you get the feeling they're panicking a little bit, brothers. They're just trying to rush things. If they can just take their time and let things flow, and we see the brothers of old come back. I'll bet you any money Tony Sipa will at least take one of these phases on. You'll get the line. You'll get a shot at the line. They're only about 5 meters out. Tony's lined out to the right, and they've got Port set out to the left. So it's going probably left with that tap. Unless the Port is a decoy. That Port is a decoy. Toa has it. And he comes. Oh, they kind of lift him a little bit, but that's all right. Tony now, Sipa has been used as a bridge. And he's going to have to wait his turn for another hit up. At some point after he gets in position, they've lost it. Eddie Carl.
Eddie Carl rips the ball away from Nalu.
Eddie Carl. Well, Nalu's not the biggest guy, so Eddie Carl was always going to win that one-on-one. And Sukumbal deliberately knocks it on. Because he knew he was going to get the penalty. Sukumbal, such a smart guy. I mean, these Valley Hunters guys, you can tell they're well coached.
Quick tap and go.
Sukumbal drives it downfield, putting everyone on the defense or the brothers' side on the back foot.
Laciel and Vincent on the chase.
Now they've got 3 red jerseys there, so brothers have no choice but to kick it. Taken nicely. This is Sabata, is it?
No, I think that's the fullback, Soki.
Soki, yeah. So we got a knock on here.
But he knocked it on.
Yeah. One thing about this game is if you get tackled, you need to have support close to you. Otherwise, play breaks down. In league, if you get tackled, you need to just take your time getting up and then you play the ball, so you're fine. Sometimes you think that these guys are probably not as experienced as they should be. Well, for Valley Hunters, they have quite a few new faces, but for brothers, as Benji said, there's quite a few A-graders up in the top grade for the first time this year. And I think that inexperience is showing. They have not been able to pull the trigger on 3 penalties. That's on the kickers themselves, but the fact that they've got in good positions and they've not been as brave as they used to be, as you know, strong-willed as they were when they went for it. Now we've got a break here, brothers.
Ata Clement
Clement.
passes to Pangas.
Pangas, he's in open spaces and he gets the pass away. Now, has his man been taken before he's passed it? Don't matter because he's passed it to a man in a red jersey. Valley Hunters still managed to get rid of it. So, dangerous situation for them evolved, but Valley Hunters were able to handle it comfortably as we get closer to half-time. And we almost saw a Brothers player run out without his jersey.
No, I think he was trying to check out. There's a Brothers player down in the 22 for Valley Hunters. I think
on that chase. And Sukumbal is actually leaning over and checking the play. So
that's no.
Yeah, he gets back up and runs in. So he's
he's
got a loose shoulder there, right?
His shoulder looks a bit
carrying it a bit loosely there. So he's favoring
too loose. But he's shouldering on.
Yo, I like that. I like that, shouldering on. Well, let's see if he can, carry the load for the rest of this match.
But it'll be is it a scrum?
I believe it'll be a scrum, or it might be a line out. Look, Valley Hunters won't mind any of this. They're leading. They're looking comfortable. They're dominating the scrum. The line out's more or less even Stevens. And in general play, I'd have to say Valley Hunters backs, although Brothers had a little spark there just now, I'd say Valley Hunters backs are doing a better job. They look more dangerous, especially Sabata.
Also, Bruno winning the line-out against the Brothers. Yeah. High contact.
Yeah, a bit of a moan. That's Kara. Built close to the ground. You're never going to upend him. And Taurega, a long one.
Kageni.
Yep. Katal now. He's going to give it to the second man. No, it's a short one to Laciel.
He's been dragged out by Sipa.
Good tackle from Sipa. Katal was there to support his teammate. Now, Taurega, run wide out to Sabata. What does he expect Sabata to do? He had 3 guys on him. Sabata's good. He's not that good. We've got JCL Tilto, another guy who'll tell you he's very good. He passes it out.
He's Kepo now.
Kepo, yeah. I haven't seen too much of Richie Kepo.
Ball's been knocked back, says the referee.
It's play on. So Valley Hunter still got it. Saledi. Yeah, Saledi's always going to be a handful. I think he's...
now his partner, Kara.
Kara, yeah. Not as big as Saledi, but equally as damaging with the ball in hand. They get the penalty. Benji, I'm looking at another 3 here.
We have another player that's down. I think that's Nalu.
Wow, so that's the second Brothers play in the space of 2 minutes. Going down injured. So Sukumbal will take that 3 attempt. He's got the ball, so he's just rolled it. And they're going to wait for the referee to have a look at what's happening with Nalu. Not the biggest hooker going around. Well, traditionally, Brothers' front rows have been pretty big, beefy guys, but Nalu doesn't quite fit that mold. Much smaller.
He's limping off. I think he is probably injured, probably a knee or something.
We got a replacement coming on. A man in the 16 jersey. We're going to have to get his name.
I think that's
David Kura.
That's actually, that is Gary Kumbamong.
Gary Kumbamong. A little bit bigger than Nalu, so you'd think he'd slot into hooker, shore up that front row a little bit.
As he makes his way over to, as Nalu makes his way over to the St. John's ambulance tent. Also a shout out to our sponsors for making our competition possible. Pepsi, Monoplus, New Power, Connect, who is our broadcast partner, Stanley Hotel, SP Brewery, KPMG, who are CRU's accountants, MT, Total Waste Management, XCMG, Constantino Group, Ganglove Consultants, Steamship, Marsh, Pacific All Sport, TR7S, Capital Insurance, who provide insurance for our players in the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union, and AES. And
that conversion attempt on the penalty by Sukumbal has actually hit the uprights, come back in the field of play. Brothers have regathered, and Brothers are going to do the same thing, keep it straight out. That is half-time. Here at Barber Park, this Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Premier Grade fixture, round 4 of the competition between Valley Hunters and Brothers. It's half-time. Once again, that
Each province tells Tumbuna stories their own way. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bungimyumi.
We're here to help you grow your business ideas. We're here to help you meet your potential and find better ways of doing what you do. At FinCorp, we can help you fast forward your ambition with business loans to expand, or equipment and vehicles to buy the small and big machines to reach your goals and go even further.
Let him sing that belong on family. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible. We dare to believe. Oh, oh,
province tells Tumbuna stories their own way. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bungimyumi.
We're here to help you grow your business ideas. We're here to help you meet your potential.
We're ready to go. It's our chance to be. We dare to be living incredible. With money plus we're ready to go.
And find better ways of doing what you do. At FinCorp, we can help you fast forward your ambition with business loans to expand, for equipment and vehicles, to buy the small and big machines to reach your goals and go even further.
We're ready to go. It's dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man no walk one time.
Welcome back to Bava Park. Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Premier Grade fixture here, the second and final one for this afternoon. Brothers at the moment trailing Valley Hunters. And it's Brothers who get things started. Saledi under this one gets hit, takes the contact well before he's swarmed. Tarag at halfback. Kageni. And now they've found the other partner in crime.
Tilto
It's JCL Tilto.
still going.
It's almost as if Tilto's got a point to prove.
Tony is able to get that ball.
Oh, that's a good steal there. Tony Sipa. And it's been knocked forward. So Brothers get something to go their way early to start this second half. Benji, do you think that could spark something? Pretty early days, though.
It's pretty early days as well, as you said. But the first thing they'll have to do is if they can correct what's been going wrong for the first half at scrum time, they can probably. They just need to hold the scrum for Goare to just get the ball back to Clement.
So they've switched. Guare going to halfback, Clement going to first receiver, fly
That's right.
half. And Brothers' scrum is getting peeled badly now. They've lost it. Valley Hunters with it now. That's Laciel, or is that Sabata?
That's
Out on the
Laciel.
edge.
He ran
Laciel.
into Kennedy.
Laciel and Sabata almost look the same now. Sawi Sukumbal, that kick didn't come off nice off the foot. In fact, that's probably one of his worst kicks of the afternoon, and he could pay a price for it. It's a nice pickup there. Brothers on the attack now. Can they make use of this opportunity deep inside Valley Hunters half? A miscued kick there from Sawi Sukumbal, the normally very reliable Sawi Sukumbal. Tony Sipa now with one of his famous charges, and that one almost lost forward. They're going to keep it, though.
There's Nelson Doa.
Toa, yeah. Toa's gone down with it. And can he play it back clean enough? Yes, he can. They go to the right. Goare passes it, and the receiver gets nailed. But it's Sipa who's lurking out there on the right side.
Referee playing advantage.
Well, Brothers had that as a fallback for them, but they did try hard. And now they went for 3 conversion attempts in the first half when they got close in range. I don't think they're going to be doing that. Halftime message from The coach, Joe Kautu, would have been, we are going for points. We got to show them how we play. We are brothers. Well, we're going to find out right now if they can get back to that old brothers we know. As they go for another hard charge on that line. They're going to come out to the left. No, they go to the right. Little short trick play there.
Slightly isolated, but...
And that man who's just come in, he's come in for the hooker. So he's a forward reserve now. We've got brothers attacking out. It's the man in the 12 jersey. Can he get the ball away? No, he can't. That's Pangas coming up from the A grade. A little quick pick up there, a little trick shot there from brothers. They're going to try every trick in the book to get some points on. And Valley Hunters, their defense is getting tested now. They take pride in their offense. Let's see if they take pride in their defense. They've got the spacing right the other way, but they're short on this side now. This is the
he had numbers on the outside.
Yeah, no, and he's gone down, but they have the advantage of that offside call. The referee's going to at some point have to bin someone because that is the second call in a row for that same infringement, offside. Lazy players staying inside the 10-meter area, not retreating to their try line at the very least. We've got a Valley Hunters player down. That could be Katal. I'm guessing it's Katal. And he looks a bit prone, lying on his side there. Yeah, that is Katal.
And also he fell awkwardly in that last tackle. I think he did a split, almost like a split.
He gets up very quickly though, Benji.
Yeah.
You think that little pause was just a tactical move?
Could be.
It's been known to happen. Faking injury, just a slow play down. Anyway,
but actually,
they go to the right. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. And this man is lifted.
And he's been upended.
And he's been dumped. Okay, so not sure. It's a knock on. The referee says it's fine. He lost the ball and then he got picked up and taken over the 90 degree. I mean, listen, he got picked up. It's dangerous. Let's just stop it before it starts.
Right in front of him too. But eventually he called it. So
he's called it as a penalty. Is going to go against Valley Hunters now. That should be a card. I mean, that should be a card. I mean, the way they're refereeing the game at this point in time, that's a card.
Yeah, I agree
with you. That's just reckless. But Tony Sipper gunning for the try line. Can he get there? He's going sideways at the moment. Get a pass away. He's got a player who's just come in to support. That was Toa. They're going to try and sneak a try here, brothers. They're going to come out to the left or to the right. They got no one on the right. It's going to have to come out to the right. To the left, sorry. And that's where they're going to go. It's very slow going for brothers at the moment. They're right camped on the line. They go to the right side. Toa is going to go over. Is he? No, he's held.
He's short.
Great scramble from Valley Hunters. They got their spacing right. They're numbering up. And they got a penalty. Great defense, Benji. What do you think about that?
Great defense from Valley Hunters.
Lassiel going for a little scamper there, but it's just to rub it in to brothers.
Sawi Sukumbal is actually down in the back play, in the try line.
I wonder how that happened, Sukumbal. Was it that he was injured and he managed to make it out back into his in goal and then collapse?
Not too sure. I think it must have been.
Well, if he's in goal, he got into the in goal somehow. So the injury probably took place further infield, and he's just come out to the side to shake it off. So
yeah, he's clutching at that knee, that left knee. That's heavily strapped right now.
Benji, this could be a pivotal moment in the game for Valley Hunters. If they lose Sukumbal, who do they have to come into the first receiver role that's just as good or who can do a job that can get them the win?
So the 23 is coming onto the field. That's Bernard Toalbet. But Sukumbal is going to walk it off. So he will...
Yeah, that's great. Sukumbal, he probably waited up and said, no, I can continue. But you'd have to wonder what kind of injury kept him down in back play like that. And the kicking is slightly off, but it's...
Again, you see, after he kicked that ball, he's clutching at that
sternum,
groin.
His groin area. So, yeah, that could be an issue for him. The problem with Sukumbal staying on the field is he might be a liability. I mean, the rest of his game might be affected. He probably won't be as dangerous with the ball in hand, and his kicking will be, lesser for it. So they had to make a decision, Valley Hunters. Tilto, on the other hand, just kicks a loose ball out of the field, and he says, get out of my way. I want this ball in here right now.
Tilto with a throw in for Valley Hunters.
Eddie Cal at the
They
front.
go to the front.
Eddie Cal. Steady Eddie. I like that guy.
Clearance coming from Valley Hunters.
Taurega Sukumbal with heaps of black jerseys on him. The kick is nice and high, but it's shortish. Somebody shoulders it into the Valley Hunters
Here's
side.
Bruno Tuwaki on the break.
Against his former team. He gets stopped just short of halfway. Katal throws it out to Siki, sorry.
The
Soki.
ball's being ruled to have gone forward, so it was a forward pass.
You said from Katal to forward. Are they calling it from Katal? That's strange. But they found a forward pass somewhere. Their radar must be really sharp. But Benji, I want to just talk about the defensive effort from Valley Hunters to keep out Brothers at that point about 4 or 5 minutes ago when they were camped on their try line and Brothers were running phases and Tony Sipper was charging hard and they had him on the back foot, but they managed to find a way to scramble to keep them out. That will do their confidence a world of good, as if it wasn't high already after that lead they took into halftime. Sukumbal is also doing the team a huge favor by staying on the field after it looked like he would probably need to leave. Valley Hunters, it's just all happening for them. They're having fun in the valley today. Now, Brothers, what can they do? Guare struggling under a scrum that's getting hammered from all points.
I see now.
Guare at the base, digs it out, throws it back. Kick is high. What was that kick for? I'm not sure. It's going to be taken comfortably enough by Soki. But we're going to have a penalty. I think the kicker was taken out.
I think it's a high tackle on IC in the previous play, and they're playing advantage. So
that's probably why Sabata kicked it, because he knew they had the penalty coming anyway. Brothers now looking for something. They need something to go their way. So the first thing, they've got the kick into the sideline. They're going to get this line out. They'll get to throw it. Whether they win it or not is another question. That's the problem with the line out today is that it's really 50-50 ball. Unlike the scrum, where a stronger side will definitely dominate. The line out is all about skill. No power involved, not much anyway. Lifting power, yes, but timing. It's all about timing. Comes forward, off. Brothers, so Sukumbala is going to hoof it downfield. Nice and long, bounces close to the 10-meter line. And now Brothers, as soon as he picked it up, good fend there from Sabata. But the defense is on him straight away. And they are causing havoc here at the ruck. We've got an arm out for the advantage, and that's to Brothers. Kennedy now looking for space. He's dangerous like this, running across field, looking for a gap. He gets taken down. No, not quite. He's still on his feet. He throws a dummy, and he's going to take the tackle easy. Yes, he finally goes down. Brothers to the right. They've got him shot. If they can put it through the hands. Oh, a dummy throw, not taken. That was a wrong option. And you do that. It's a spur-of-the-moment thing. Now, Brothers, they're getting all the way to the try line. No urgency here from Valley Hunters. And it looks like we've got a Brothers player down the prop. It's mostly probably a cramp. Probably ruining that opportunity that he had. Should have just passed it. Brothers had him shot on the right.
Yeah, they had that overlap to the right. As we see Valley Hunters also getting ready, a couple of substitutions here, lining up, waiting to come into the field. Some fresh legs waiting for Valley Hunters.
What do Valley Hunters do here? Can they take the easy three? This is surely a convertible three. This is a three you can do with your eyes closed and facing the other way. But I guess they won't take it. They want the 5. And just on cue, big Johnny Ephraim runs onto the field in the 20 jersey.
The 21 for...
Followed by 2 other teammates. One of them is, it's got long locks, the dreadlocks tied up. Not in a bun, he's got it flowing, so he's got a there's a chance to get a yank at some point in the game.
That's Kara also coming off. The 21 for Brothers, Manuel Tupia also coming on as well at number 9 for Brothers. At least and tap, and they go left. They go right. Inside ball for Tony Sipa now. Comes to Icy. Another strong carry.
Yeah,
Comes
Brothers.
Sabata stepping back.
Oh, that's good. That was a good step. He almost got through. But you got to credit this Valley Hunters defense. They are really, really sharp. Sharp enough anyway.
But it's been knocked on. So
It was knocked on. Do we have a yellow card? Yes, we do.
Could be a card. Yes, it is.
Yellow card and a penalty. And Sukumbal is asking the question. He's probably saying, "Sir, that was a genuine attempt at an intercept. I was not trying to stop the play." Yeah, that's what everyone who takes an intercept trying to stop the play says.
You have to, well, also you have to be in a realistic position to also catch the ball or regather it. If not, it's just also another tap down. Quick tap and go from Brothers. Comes to Icy.
Well, Brothers surely must score here. They surely have to score at this point in time. If they cannot get over the chalk in one of these phases, they are going to go back to their side of the field thinking we are just not good enough. But they've got the overlap here. Just needs to go through the hands, and I think they will get the try. The pass gets popped. Oh, that's some really good defense from Valley Hunters. That's
Great
amazing stuff. I
defense.
cannot believe they kept that one out. That should have been a try.
Ball still in play for Brothers, though.
Yeah, but the body language from Brothers, you got a lot of sagging shoulders here. They just want to get that try. They're so desperate. It's almost as if they get the try, that's it for them. They'll clock in for the day and they'll be happy with that. And Benji, they just might fulfill your result tip. We got a knock on. Oh my goodness. My goodness. How good is this Valley Hunters defense, Benji? It is inspired. It is possessed, if I can use them both. It's something else.
Yeah, they're just too good for the Brothers here this afternoon right now.
I wonder what this does for the confidence levels for Brothers. You know?
23 coming on for Brothers. Makam Tanele.
Very experienced player, Malcolm Tanele, and he'll definitely do something for their scrum, I hope. But right at the moment, Valley Hunters are doing the job on both ends of the ball, defensively and offensively. And that's got to be soul-crushing for Brothers who just cannot seem to get a trick, get a break. They can't earn a point, they can't steal a point, they can't buy a point, they can't bribe a point, they can't do anything. And their scrum's getting peeled back as well. And they're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, no.
Valley Hunters, everything is going their way.
Yeah, no, just a bit too eager to break free from the scrum there.
And they just popped up. I think, what was the penalty for popping up? Something, yeah, the scrum popped up. And the referee saying, you got to hold your line. You got to keep that front row intact. And it's right now disintegrating, even with the new men on. Tanale came on. They got a new man at hooker as well, but that's not making any difference. Valley Hunters now. Ephraim is on the field. Johnny Ephraim, 194 centimeters, 120 kilos. He's only there for one reason, and that is to run over black jerseys and help out in the lineout when he can. Now we've got a knock on from Jediah Katal trying to get a quick pickup. He knows it. His teammates know it. And just a reminder to the viewers, Valley Hunters are playing with a man down. Sawi Sukumbal, key man, first receiver, man in the 10 jersey, off for a intercept that didn't quite go his way. I thought that sanction was a little harsh, but those are the rules of the game. Or are they the laws of the game? I got told today by someone that they're called the laws. I cannot call them rules, they're laws. Peter Longman.
Constitution of rugby, hey.
Yeah, they're very exact. And that brother scrum has not improved.
Again.
And is this Johnny Ephraim? Okay, let's see him run over the first guy. Oh,
great textbook tackle, and he loses the ball in contact.
Oh,
that's
Benji.
the 14. That's Tateng.
And then Johnny Ephraim gets one back by smacking the first Brothers guy with the ball. And now Brothers going to try and play tactically because they realize they've enraged the bull that is Johnny Ephraim. Little step put on here. They're going to come out. Are they going to kick it? They have to kick
Soki now running the ball.
Laciel steps back
Laciel.
in. Will he get the pass away before he gets
He's
put
not
to
able
ground?
to get away from Kennedy.
Yeah, good defense from Brothers, but and Katal's smart. He knew he couldn't kick that one straight out. He kept it infield, but he has to chase. He has to chase. He hasn't chased. I think he's got a shoulder after he's kicked the ball and he stayed down. Maybe he's trying to milk it a bit. I'm not sure. Benji, did you see him get hit after he kicked the ball?
Didn't. I was busy watching, but he's already back to his feet. So
He did stay down a little while, but he was injured earlier, so that could be the same reoccurrence of that injury he suffered earlier. Still, I thought it kind of looked like a bit of Hollywood there, but you know, just hedging his bets. Kick wasn't that great, but he really didn't have much of a chance there because he had to do it split second.
Tilto will have the throw in.
Benji, Tilto's still on the field. I thought they would have subbed him off by now. Maybe he's trying to prove that he's an 18-minute player. That's a really rare occurrence for a front rower. All right, we've got a break away from Brothers now. They have a slight overlap here. Man getting through. Will he get the pass away? Yes, he does.
Thomas.
Brothers, they're trying to intercept it now. That's a great one from Laciel, but he's dropped it
knocked
forward.
on.
Benji, the scrambling is from another planet. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know how Valley Hunters are keeping Brothers out, repelling attack.
Yeah, Valley Hunters,
Opportunities.
their scrambling defense has been on the money. They've been numbering up well. They've been, especially around the edges, Laciel, Sabata have been doing really well to number up against Brothers. Oh yeah, and also Brothers, they have the 1 minute advantage, but Valley Hunters defending their try line very well, very bravely as well.
Well, Benji, you did say that you estimated Brothers will probably score a try, just one try in this match. That's all they'll be able to do, and you might be right. I mean, I'm sure one of these opportunities will result in a try, at least one.
Yeah, they have to score
Yeah.
next.
But I just think that all the emotional energy and all the pent-up frustration they put into just scoring that one try is going to just do them for the game. And that's the sad
Again,
case,
a big
sad
shove.
story for them. Okay, this is the
I see.
Gustav. Nice German name, Gustav. They go to the right. They've got an overlap here, but the ball needs to be put out quickly. Not with passes like that. Benjamin had no hope. Doesn't matter, though. They got the penalty. I don't know, Benji. 3 points? They're only 16 behind.
They need to score. Quick tap and go from Gustav. He loses the ball.
A firm shoulder to the ball carrying, or the arm carrying the ball was enough to cough it out. However, there is a however, Benji. Doesn't look like Valley Hunters are off the hook.
Yeah, he was a bit isolated as well. I see that he just took the quick tap. Again, Brothers, their search for points comes undone as Valley Hunters will have the feed at this loose head scrum.
Doing what they did before, they just dominated that scrum. Get the man on the overlap outside. Now, will he kick it? Yes, he does. Downfield. Nice. The chase is on now. It's up to Sabata to do something.
Offside, says the referee.
Okay, so, Benji, you will need to take out the rule book and explain that one to me. There was a player in front of the kicker, according to the referee.
Yeah, according to the referee, there was a player in front of the kicker, and if he would have just eased the chase.
Okay, the obvious question, Benji. How did that player end up being in front of the kicker when Oh no, they were actually coming across and the break was made, and he was just a lazy guy running back into position.
So when there's a ball kick, you
Stop.
You have to at least attempt to go back. You can't just stand and wait for the kicker to put you onside. And like before, now you have to make an attempt to get back
So
onside.
you gotta go meet the kicker when he's advancing. Then you guys can both come up.
You can't just stand and then wait for the kicker to come and then you.
Yeah,
But the ball's still in the field of play. Great work from. And Valley Hunters go on the attack now. Laciel. Couple of calls not going the Valley Hunters' way, much to the disapproval of their fans.
Well, there was a question mark off that catch and then the flick back because it did go forward.
So the referee had, the linesman had the flag up, I believe. Oh, I think was it a forward pass?
Yeah, it's actually gone forward.
Okay.
And I thought that was because he was in goal and the ball propelled forward into the field of play.
Yeah.
So is that forward? That's forward, right?
Yeah,
okay. I thought when you're in goal, everything's nullified. It's a free for all. No?
This is an AFL.
Okay, sorry. Sorry about that.
Okay, so it'll be a scrum now to. Also, shout out to Saladi and Tilto still
on the field.
Still on the field.
Oh, these guys are gluttons for punishment. Either that or they love the rugby so much they can't stay away. And they're doing the job in the front row. They're really scrumming hard, and they've got one. They've pushed them off their ball. They've earned a knock on. Benji, I don't care how many points Valley Hunters score this afternoon. Their defense has been next level. And Jamie's going to have to ask them about it because I just don't know where they got that from. They've repelled so many attacking raids. They've had the brothers camp in their territory. They've had guys like Tony Sipper, Gustav Icy, and a whole host of others running at them, and they've stayed intact, and they've managed to keep them out. That's more than a commendable effort. That is inspirational. Valley Hunters now still pushing. Brothers scrum back. Brothers scrum is complete disarray.
Knocked back, says the referee. Brothers now.
Can Brothers get a break here? Can they catch a lucky break? They need to stay cool. They just need to get that try.
The ball comes out again.
I don't believe this effort from Valley Hunters. That was really hard contact. The 11 from Brothers coming in.
Sabata.
He's got pace. He's got some kind of pace. Kick it ahead. Is it on? He gets the pass away. It's a terrible pass, but probably for the best because it was Johnny Ephraim in support. I don't think Johnny would have gone more than 5 meters before either losing the ball himself or doing some kind of goofy pass and stuffing it up.
We have a couple of substitutions at the 17. I think that's Richard Mark.
Richard Mark in the 17,
20,
very experienced player.
20, it says
Manuel Tupia? Tupaya.
Actually, Tupaya.
Oh, no, that's Keith Torre.
Keith, there's a mix-up in the jerseys.
Okay, so we've got a bit of a...
Yeah, I think that is...
we've got a few UFOs coming out in the field for Brothers. We're still trying to identify them. What do they call them these days?
As we see in the Connect replay there, the Ishmael Sabata, they're on the break. They're passing it to Big Johnny Ephraim, but he wasn't able to catch it.
Yeah, I'll give Johnny a tip. Carry a can of adhesive spray with you when you go on the field, okay, son? All right, this one comes back Valley Hunters way, but it's come out the same tunnel.
Yeah, same tunnel.
And let's see if Johnny can make up for that fumble with a huge shove from number 8. He should be playing in the second row. That's where his power is maximized when he's playing in the second row. I hope you Valley Hunters fans are listening. Tell the coach that. All right,
Brothers
we've
just need to
got a
hold
good shove.
on.
We've got a good shove. And Brothers' scrum is just in disarray.
A knock on, so it'll be a scrum feed again to Brothers.
Yeah, Valley Hunters won't mind. They own the scrum. They own the scrum. The scrum belongs to the Valley Hunters this afternoon.
Well, the number 20 also coming on. He is front row as well as Richard Mark, also an experienced player, also from a book as well. So could we see a change of fortune here for the Brothers? The search for points still continue.
Okay, finally, one of their scrums manages to just hold up for them long enough. And now Brothers have got one phase up their sleeve. And this is a good run. This is good. It's a good run from Kumbamong. He actually did that before he lost it over the line.
Here's Richard Mark.
That's better. That's what I'm talking about. That's the Brothers we know. Dominating with the hit-ups, making yards, putting the defense on the back foot. Inside ball there. Clement needs to be a bit more decisive with his selections.
Sabata just running into offside. Referee playing advantage. So it will be penalty.
Benji, we got to check, is the Sinbin player Sawi Sukumbal back on the field?
I think he is already back onto the field of play, but I think he was replaced.
That looked like a jersey pull to me. That's sanctionable, but I guess referee is tired of blowing his whistle.
Here's Tanale again.
Tanale, this one's taking a while coming out. Johnny Ephraim involved in that. Toa now.
Toa.
Head down.
Head down, runs hard.
Go to
Comes
the right.
out to Torret. Ball's been knocked back, says the referee. Referee has an arm out for an advantage. I think again for being offside.
Yeah, Benji, the card's going to have to come out. This is I think the fourth penalty of the similar offense.
Yeah, I
Card's
think
gonna
in
have
the
to come
22 cards.
To be fair.
Yeah.
That's how you referee the game. You have repeat infringements after you tell them they're purposely doing it, bin them.
Here's a big Richard Mark again, taking another run.
Brothers have been guilty of fumbling.
Comes to Tanale. He goes over the line. I think he's been held up.
Yeah, he's been held up. Not conclusive. I think he actually got put up and then he was unable to twist and ground the ball. So, again, Valley Hunters. I just cannot tell you how impressed I am with their defense, and I think they've at least prevented, several tries, possible tries now. But it looks like they're going to have a little break here because of an injured Valley Hunters player. That looks to be, it's not Katal. Looks to be one.
That's Sabata. Oh no, that's 13. That's Laciel.
Laciel, yep. Laciel, another really good player who shone in the grand final last year. So just carrying on that form. And it just
as we
makes you
see
wonder.
in the Kinect replay, Tanale bumping one, driving two across, but just not able to get that ball down.
No, they had
on
locked
the
up.
try line. The
He was
Kinect
never going
replay.
to score that try.
Yeah, great defense again from Valley Hunters, defending the try line once again.
Okay, what's the play here? They've got possession and they're going to be kicking out. Is it a penalty or is it a dropout?
It's a line dropout, 22-meter line dropout. That's when the ball's been held up in the field, in the touchline, and they go high and they go long. Tony Sipa, he runs it straight. He goes down inside the 22, but he loses the ball. Here's Raga. Raga loses it again, but first knock on.
I don't know, Benji. I thought he advanced it quite a long distance before he lost it.
Yeah, also thought the same, but the referee saw that no advantage was gained, so.
Maybe it was time in possession that he was considering more so than distance covered.
And we have Sabata coming off. So you see Laciel on his haunches there. The 22 for Brothers coming on. That's mostly Camillus coming on at fullback for Brothers.
And we also have a new halfback for Valley Hunters. And that scrum is doing just fine. Pass is good. Clearance is pretty good. Now remember, that kick.
On the full.
Yeah, that kick was passed back into the 22, so that's really poor. That's poor from the
That was, I think the fullback, that was
Socky. Yeah. Should have known where he was positioned when he
finally
kicked that.
Laciel coming off.
Jesse Tilto getting a shout out as he comes off the field. Played a great 80 minutes. 80 minutes, I beg your pardon.
69.
60 plus.
69 minutes.
Oh,
as well as Saladi coming off as well.
Okay, this is a crucial moment for Valley Hunters. Can their reserves hold out the way the starters have? especially in that front row. Sipa now throwing the ball in. Throws it, it's long, one to the back. And Ephraim got a hand to it, and he's going to claim he got taken out, but that won't ride with the referee. Now Benjamin at his scheming best, they're looking for space.
Yeah,
he can
he's
break
dangerous.
tackles, he's hard to handle. And
He's
Brothers will go
tall.
over. That's the number 11,
That's Samson To'o.
Samson To'o.
Finally.
We both said it at the same time because we were both desperate. 5 points on the board for Brothers to 16. Trailing the Valley Hunters this late in the fixture with about 10 minutes to play remaining. And the Connect replay shows it. They needed that try, and it happened because Kennedy Benjamin was the spark who got them going. And all they had to do was just outflank them. And that man on the edge, Toho, was good enough to go over. Can they build on from this? Most definitely they can. Will they? That's another question.
Yeah, but Kennedy Benjamin, they're doing very well coming back against the grain, sucking in all the defense, able to free out his men on the outside. Samson To'o to go over for Brothers' first try of the afternoon. So the score is now Valley Hunters 16, Brothers 5. The conversion kick to come. And the conversion is successful. The score is now 7. We'll cross to the sideline to Jamie Harrow, our sideline reporter.
16 points to 7. The Brothers finally responding with their first try in the second half with less than 20 minutes to go. A couple of interchanges in this second half. The Valley Hunters are still going strong with the defense, just trying to keep the Brothers as we lean towards full time.
Thank you, Jamie, and that's a nice high restart. Good contest. Good contest against Brothers, but they managed to retain that ball or gain possession. And now we've got Gustav Icy with a nice hard run. Trying to play technically here, but they've made a mistake. They've fluffed it. And that's not what they needed. Not at this point in the match when they're just starting to get back into it.
That's not ideal. Straight after scoring points as well for Brothers. Now they'll go back on the defense again.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Valley Hunters' tactics are at this late in the game with the lead they have. They've got a few replacements on, so does this change the way they're going to play? That's going to be interesting. Their scrum is still good. They've got Johnny Ephraim at the back at 8. Comes out, they go to the left. Katal throws a weighted pass, but it's been dropped. And now they've invited Brothers back in. And I think that play probably should have been pocketed. They really didn't need that. They just needed a basic play. And Brothers, well, Brothers on the other hand, they can't seem to get a hold of that ball as well. So we've got errors coming from both sides. Probably nerves. Either that or the fatigue is setting in. But one thing they can be proud of, Valley Hunters, is that their scrum has been great all game, and their defense, apart from that last try, or that try that Brothers scored just a minute ago, has been close to awesome. Now, Brothers need to do some defending. Interesting to see if Katal tries another set play. Bit of sleight of hand here. No, they've actually kicked it high and they've gone the other way, but it's been grounded, or at least taken comfortably enough. And the kick has been partially charged down, goes out.
Yeah, it's been charged down, so it'll be a line-out throw into the Brothers. But the Valley Hunters are in good territory. So if they can win this ball at the line-out, then it'll be, if they can steal this at the line-out, they go back on the attack once again.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for Valley Hunters to just put another nail in the coffin, probably the last one. I just don't think Brothers, after all that effort just to get that try late in the match, have another few tries in them. I think they're spent emotionally, physically, and maybe technically as well. So
Also, as we're getting into the final, into the final 5 minutes of the match as well. Clement, a low trajectory kick as well, bounces away from Sabata.
yeah, Talbot actually fielded one, and now it's Lassiel chip and chase effort with him. Willie Regather, now he gets to kick the ball ahead a little bit. He actually bodied it. He didn't kick it, he bodied it. But the end result is that Brothers are deep in their half, and they're going to have to work it out. This Kennedy Benjamin, he's full of effort himself.
But he's kicked it right back into Valley Hunters.
Yeah, not one of his best efforts. Now, what do Valley do? They're going to put it through the hands.
Katal.
He's going to take the run himself. That's great. Where's the support? Finally gets there. Will there be problems? Nope. They're going to continue going to the left. Step back in. He's going to go rocket
Soki.
through, and he gets nailed. Gets a pass away. Soki, yeah, almost went through. That last guy got him, though. But he did manage to get rid of it. Brothers have it, though. Now they're looking to clear. Yeah, that's
A
really
great kick.
That's the only option they had. And this is the 23, Talbot.
Almost 60 meters on the kick.
I just want to
50.
thank all the viewers who are watching this live stream. This great action coming from Bava. Two really good sides, the grand finalists from last year, putting on a show here. Valley Hunters, the champions, putting on an amazing defensive effort. And they're really taking the game to Brothers. And Brothers, well, they've tried hard all game. They just haven't been able to find that spark that they normally have. And now Katal with a little kick in behind the line. What's that all about? I'm not sure, but Talbot's going to kick it ahead. Will the ball stay in goal? Yes, it will, and he's going to score! Can you believe that? Referee puts his hand up. That's an amazing try. What a way to end this game, or at least get closer to that final whistle. We're going to have to confirm that. Is that a try, Benji?
Still waiting for the referee to confirm it, but looked like a try. Just wait and see what the referee says. As you see in the Connect replay, that pass that is towed ahead by To Albert. Never gives up, still chases and just scores it right at the end. I think the referee has confirmed it because they're lining up the conversion.
Okay.
I think that's To Albert.
And the defender for Brothers coming across, he was so casual. It's amazing. He didn't try harder. He just tried to kick it away, but he probably didn't expect Talbot to be that quick. But Talbot's been menacing them and threatening them ever since he got onto the field, so that should have alerted Brothers to be a bit more urgent on defense. And now we got the 22.
Rex Tokuk.
Tokuk, and it's his debut in the top grade. Comes in and strikes it. Has he unlocked the formula? No, he hasn't.
Conversion stays wide. The score remains Valley Hunters 21 leading Brothers 7.
Yeah, we have around less than 2 minutes of this match remaining. What are the odds we have another try scored by Valley Hunters? They lead 21 points to 7 at the moment. And this is the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Premier Grade fixture, round 4, between Valley Hunters, red and black, and the Man in Black, Brothers. Right now it's Valley Hunters all the way. Restart lower, but it's picked up by Brothers. But he's knocked it on. And that will be the end of this very entertaining and intense match between last year's grand finalists. The grand final replay, they said. And did it live up to expectations? Well, it definitely entertained the crowd here at Bava Park. And that final score, 21 points
The
to 7.
SWG TSI Valley Hunters 21, beating the Brothers KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers 7, full-time down here at Bava Park, Field 1. Also a shout-out again to all of our sponsors, Pepsi, Moniplus, New Power, Connect, Stanley Hotel, SP, KPMG, Total Waste Management, XCMG, Constantino Group, Ganglove Consultants, Steamship, Marsh, Asia Pacific Allsport, TR7S, Capital Insurance, and AES as well. Those are sponsors for our competition. And also coming up tomorrow as well, we have the CRU Women's. It's happening tomorrow at Pomis. See if you want to support our women's division. Make sure you show your support tomorrow at Pomis. Yeah, Port Moresby International School. All right, now we'll be crossing down. Not yet.
Well,
but
before we go down, we're going to talk about what we just saw. This second match was billed as at least the match of the round, the Premier Grade match of the round. Grand final replay between two really good teams that entertained us throughout last year. Valley Hunters winning the title. Coming into the match, they really did a great job to win this one. And now we've got Jamie, finally, with the captain of Valley Hunters, Jedediah Katal, to tell us exactly how his team managed to put that great performance out there today.
And I'm here with Valley Hunters captain, Jed Katal. Jed, congratulations on the win. What did you think of the boys' performance today?
Oh, guys, honestly, as you can see, I'm struggling to breathe, but the boys really did well. Not only did we play our set plays and our structure, we could have done better, but we knew what we were doing. We're getting to shape, and the boys played until the 80 minute. That's all. That's all that mattered. Yeah.
3 from 3, what a start to the season. What are you looking forward to in the next round matches?
I think for us, I think Coach Frank is good at doing is trying to help us improve in our game and evolve. Not just sticking to the place that we did last year, but to improve from that and evolve as well. Because we know that a lot of teams as well, they'll be looking at us, trying to play to our style and trying to beat us as well. Like brothers today, man, they gave us a good game. But it's all about evolving and improving our game each and every weekend, and that's what we've been focusing on.
Any word of acknowledgement to your family, sponsors, supporters?
Thank you to our current sponsors, SWG TSI, for a new kit. Not only we've got a home kit, but our weight kit as well. Thank you guys, very much appreciated. As well as our coaching staff, management staff, training staff, and all our supporters who keep on turning up every weekend. Thank you very much, guys. And of course, thank you to CRU as well for another excellent first half of the season.
Congratulations and all the best in the season.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Over to you guys, Benji and Peter.
All right. Thank you, Jamie, for that interview with Jedediah Katal. And yeah, he pretty much said it. They did this. They followed their structures and they just played clinical football, or at least clinical rugby, and it did the job for them. It was a nice win, built on defense, I thought. And they got 3 tries, conceded 1 really late, so great defensive effort. Valley Hunters winning this Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Premier Grade fixture, 21 points to 7 over Brothers. Thank you, Jamie Harrow from the sideline, and my co-commentator, Benji Rapilla, for bringing you this action from Baba Park.